Hey guys, welcome back to a new video on the channel and the first video of 2025. So, happy new year to everyone. I hope everyone has had a fantastic break with their families over Christmas and New Year's. Merry Christmas to everyone that celebrates and a massive happy new year to everyone and your families. And with that said, I am now back in the grind of things for 2025. So in this video, I am going to sort of go over just my sort of plans for, well, first of all, we'll have a catch up with yield farming and how things are looking right now in terms of farming. And also just a sort of plan for this year in terms of what I'm going to be doing for the channel and that kind of thing. So with that being said, I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and be very careful about where you're investing in crypto and DeFi because it is the riskiest stuff in the world. And with that said, the market is currently sat Bitcoin at $94,000. We did drop to 91 over the, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, 90, just above, just under 92K, sorry, on the 30th. And I do believe that this was because of the FUD that was going around. Well, not FUD, just a bit of scarcity around the USDT situation. I won't get into it in this video, but it's to do with Europe and sort of laws and things that USDT Tether needs to do to be able to not be sort of banned on EU exchanges. But I'm not going to go too deep into that because it's not going, in my opinion, it's not going to have a major effect on the market overall. I don't think anyway. It may do, it may not, but I'm sure the market will recover either way. But as you can see, Bitcoin's at 94. So yeah, there was a little bit of scarcity in the market the other day, but we've sort of somewhat recovered since then at $94,000. And we've kind of just been sitting over the past week between, 94 and 98K roughly. Obviously, the peak being 108 the other day. I think that the next couple of months for crypto are going to be extremely bullish. I'm holding Bitcoin and Ethereum for my main holdings. I actually also just liquidated some gold that I have stored away for some Ethereum because I think this bull run Ethereum is going to way outperform gold. I purchased it a few years ago, so I cashed that out for some ETH. Just waiting for that to hit my wallet. So I just added an extra, few more ETH to my position. But with that said, let's take a look at the yield farming market. So let's take a look over on DeFi Llama. Now this, if you're yield farming, DeFi Llama is an extremely powerful tool because you can see pretty much everything to do with DeFi. Everything to do with DeFi. I like to look at the volume and also the TVL figures, but you can see the TVL is currently 100 and just on 120 billion in DeFi. And volume at the moment you can see is currently 11.24 bill between, sort of 8 to sort of 19 billion. So it's okay. It's not as high as it has been. It's actually fairly low in comparison to what we were trading during those peak times of the market. So if we take a look at some of these yields, let's first of all start with my small position over on Turbos on Sui. We are farming Sui and USDC, and I've been farming this for way over 6 months now. A very long time I've been in this position. And you can see I claim out every week. I claimed on Monday. I'm not going to do weekly figures. I will do my next weekly update on Monday, and I will go over the past sort of week that I missed during the Christmas period to show you how much we have made overall during that time. So it'll be sort of like a 2-week update, if you like. Okay, so let's take a look at my positions. So as you can see, I'm still farming with the same amount of money. I haven't added any more to my positions, and we are currently earning around $27 a day with an APR of 122%, which is it's lowered quite a bit from what it was. And we can see how that breaks down. So we're in this ETH and Bitcoin position, and that is currently getting a 33% APR. So this one is dragging the overall APR down quite a bit. I'm not too concerned about it though. I'm just kind of leaving it here. I'm pretty happy holding Bitcoin and Ethereum and earning some fees on it, even if it is only $3 a day. I'm okay with that because as the bull market sort of goes ahead and as we sort of increase in price, I think a lot of people will be swapping between these two pairs as Bitcoin does another rally up, and then of course Ethereum follows. People in experience from your previous bull markets, people swap from Bitcoin to Ethereum to ride the next altcoin bull run. Then we have WETH and USDC getting a 75% APR for $5 a day. This is a fairly high range at 17%. I did some rebalancing during as we were sort of, I might rebalance these positions now we're sort of fully kicked off into 2025 over the next few days. I'd probably like to pull this position down, maybe something, like a 10% range or something like that. And that will, increase our APR massively there to 197%. I'm not going to do that right now, but I will keep an eye on these positions and potentially start rebalancing here. We have WETH and SUI, which is generating 282%. We've got a 10% range on that. This thing has been killing it. I've locked in a bit of impermanent loss, about $300 worth of impermanent loss here. But that's okay. I've probably just out earned that. So we're just in the red on this position, but that's fine. Again, I'm in these positions for the long term. I do think this will pick back up as the bull market kicks off again. And then we have this cash flow play still Virtual to WETH. Virtual is an AI coin. I put $500 in here. Again, it's down to 380. I'm not concerned about that though, because when it's in range, it prints anywhere from 600% up to 2,000% APY. So I don't really care. This was $500 that I chucked in for play money. I do not mind if this goes to zero. This was a complete cash flow play, and I have way out earned the impermanent loss on this. So I am in profit on this position, and I'm just going to keep it there. Yeah, simple as that. And then again, I just have this tiny WETH and USDC position here at $55. So those are the bulk of my positions there. We're farming with only about 10K at the moment. I do have stable coins on the side ready to go. And I may also, if you want a video on this, I can do that. But what I may do, I did go ahead and borrow a tiny bit against, a very small amount of ETH, $200, this $65 worth of Ethereum, USDC here that I borrowed against my ETH. What I may go ahead and do is I may go ahead and supply some Bitcoin and some Ethereum that I am holding, and I may go ahead and borrow some stablecoin against that and put that into some cash flow positions. So what I would do here is I would do a 40% LTV. So for easy math's sake, let's say I lend out $10,000 in Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it may be. I would borrow a maximum of 4K against that. And the reason that is because liquidation is 80%. You can borrow up to 80% before getting liquidated. So I could go ahead and borrow another $73 worth of tokens here, but my health factor will go down. Again, I could do a complete new video on this, a video just going over this if you want me to. Let me know in the comments. But you can borrow up to 83% and then you get liquidated at 83%. So if you're borrowing 40%, you've got a 50% dip you can kind of live through, I guess, or hold through and still be okay. So essentially, if I lend out $10,000, borrow 4K against that, I could then withstand a 50% drop on these two tokens. So Bitcoin would have to basically go to 50K. If we're, let's just base it on 100K Bitcoin for easy math's sake. Bitcoin would have to go to 50K and Ethereum would have to go to $1,500 for me to get liquidated. So I think that's a pretty safe bet during a bull market. And that way you're not losing against any, because if you want to go into yield farming positions, but you're holding your blue chip bags, you don't want to sell your Bitcoin and Ethereum, because then you miss out on the upside of Bitcoin and Ethereum's price appreciation during this bull market. So what I would do instead is I'd lend out the Ethereum and Bitcoin over on something like Aave or on Moonwell or something like that. And then you can borrow against that. You can borrow stable coins. So, you can repay this debt anytime you want, and you'd repay that through the yields that you're getting on those positions. Now, on a position like this, if I was to do some lending and borrowing, what I would do with this stable coin that I've borrowed is I would go into something like WETH and USDC. WETH and USDC, or something like WETH and Bitcoin. Or something like USDC and Bitcoin. This position here, where is that, to USDC, something like this. Okay, that gets 174%, and WETH and Bitcoin, WETH and USDC at the moment is currently, if we take a look at this, currently 300%. Again, those are tight ranges, but that would be a complete cash flow play, and the goal would be to just pay off the loan as soon as possible, repay this, and then of course all the money is completely free. And then you have your Bitcoin bag still, and you can withdraw this from the smart contract anytime you like. And then you have cash flow positions. That could be a strategy, that could be a play. But yeah, it's currently earning $20 a day, which is nothing insane. It's only $140 a week. But I've been cashing out roughly $200 to $250 a week on this portfolio pretty consistently. This APR fluctuates a lot. I've seen it down at 80%. I've seen it up to 400%. So it varies a lot during the day as well. Like any day, this could go down to $10 a day, up to $60, $70, $80 a day on this portfolio. So it fluctuates a lot. But that's the yield farming update. The plans for this year is to keep pumping money into yield farming positions. I'm currently using VFAT to manage this. You can do it on your own through Aerodrome. I just like seeing everything laid out here for me on VFAT. It's easier to manage for me anyway. But yeah, that's the yield farming update. Not really much else to say other than this year is going to be a lot of yield farming, whilst this market is sort of in a bull market. And then also, yeah, a lot of yield farming. And then when ROI DApp season comes back fully, I will be investing in some ROI DApps as well. Again, that's a personal choice of mine. You don't have to do that. You can if you like, you don't have to. But that is my plan for this year, is the majority of my funds are going into yield farming and generating cash flow through yield, also holding my Bitcoin and ETH positions for the bull market. And then also passive income projects. We have Mint Stake Share at the moment. We've got Arbitrum Land. And I think there's another one. My Diamond Team version 3. Those are sort of the 3 main ones that I'm in at the moment. And just going to keep riding those out and keep riding yield farming. So that's the plan for this year. I may have something coming very soon in terms of yield farming for those of you that want to start. So keep an eye out for that. Type 1, if you're excited to see what that is, it's going to be potentially an exclusive group for yield farming. I haven't 100% decided yet, but let me know if that's something that you're interested in seeing. Anyway, there's the update. Yield farming update plus what I'm going to be doing in 2025. Thank you for watching. Let me know down below what you think, and let me know what you think about yield farming overall. What positions are you farming? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video, and a massive happy new year once again.